This is the make and the model of the oven. To remove the oven door, you need to get a screwdriver and flip this back on both sides, and then pull out and lift up, and the door will come right off. So this is my oven door, and what happened is the one of the hinges broke, and it made it really difficult to open and close it. And you know, it's one of those things that it happens over time. And you know, if you used it one time 1 year and then used it another, you know, and it worked the first time, then the second time you'd probably notice it, or even a month later. But if you use it every day, it slowly goes bad, and you just don't notice it, you know. And I noticed it wasn't closing all the way. And I know it's dirty. I'm going to clean it after. The oven needs cleaning. I'm going to clean it after I take care of this. And so here's the good hinge I ordered. And here's this is the bad hinge. Here's the old good hinge. And let you look at that, and then look at this one. Yeah, you can see it, can't you? What's wrong? This pin's gone. I think the pin broke, and it dropped down inside. So you have to take these two screws out right here. This one and this one. There's three. And then you have to undo the hinge mountings. And then you can lifts up enough that you can pull the hinge out. And when you put it back in, the cutout that this goes into in the oven, this part right here, this has to go into the sheet metal. The bottom of this, you know, there's a cutout, and this goes into the bottom of the sheet metal. And then to remove it, at the end I'll show you how to remove it. You know, I decided to make this video after I already removed the door. But one of the things you have to do is, this will be locked up like this, and you have to take a screwdriver or your finger and pop it down before you can remove it from the door. It won't allow you to remove it unless you flip that down. So as we flip down, then you just push the door up like in broil position and just lift it out. So I'm going to go ahead and put these back in, the new one. I think it's loud. You know, these are like $70 a piece. You know, I went to there's a appliance store. I bought my belt for my dryer when that broke, and the belt it also broke the broken belt switch when it broke. And so I got a new broken belt switch and a belt, and you know, I bought other stuff there. They're kind of expensive, but if you need it, you know, it's better than ordering it. And so these I found one on Amazon for $50, brand new. Next day delivery. I bought something else on Amazon that gave me a 30-day trial, and it expires today. So I got this in with the Amazon. I got it in delivered in 1 day, and it was $50. It was like $30 less than what they wanted. They wanted like $79 at the appliance parts store, and plus it would take 2 weeks. And so I'm going to put these in, and hopefully that will fix it. So the only thing I can see with the new, this is the way it will be. This is the way it's supposed to be. This is the way it's supposed to be when it's in the door. And this is the part you have to flip down. And I guess I need to put this, I'm going to try to put it in the door first and then flip that down, because I don't think you can install it with it flipped up like that. You know, I don't think I can put it, I don't think I can, I don't think I can install it in the, let's see if I can install it like that. Oh yeah. So that's how they go in. So where's the good one? I don't want to install the bad one again. See that it's missing the little rivet that goes through there, which that's badly designed. It breaks that easy. I mean, well, yeah, I mean the oven's probably, well, it's probably about 40 years old, maybe 50. But still, it should last better, more than that. I mean, it's an oven. The oven should last forever. Oh, this one's, okay. Oh, see this one. Oh. So I have to pull this down to get it in. I have to flip that down. Uh-oh. What's really strange too is they have an L on them, like, you know, usually everything from car part, door hinges and stuff, they have like a left and right, and these are both have an L on them. So apparently one time maybe they're going to make a left and right one, but they're both exactly the same, and they all three of them have an L on them. So I have to get this. Oh, there we go. It's a little bit of a trick to get it in there, but there it is. It's only 19 degrees outside today. And by the way, these are Torx. They're not Phillips. I think it's like a Torx T15. I was watching something on YouTube about these two guys that they have a mobile home and they go around the country fixing pizza ovens, and they're millionaires. Apparently it's a real specialized industry. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to flip this down because that's... Oh. Maybe both those need to be... Where's that screwdriver? Oh, I know where it is. I'm thinking that that's not right. Probably going to have to take that one out and maybe do like this. See how that... See how there's all this space right there? And this is, it has the same space, it's just that so we're going to use a little bit of automation now. So what I'm thinking is I got to take this down and put it in the vise and try to see, this has to go down. I have to get it like that other one. Oh, there it goes. So it's just, I think it was just, oh, you know, this one, I wonder if this one's broken too. Maybe I should have gotten two of them. So what I have to do is, so I have to put it in like this. I think what it is the back of this acts as a stop for this hinge. And when it was in that other position, it wasn't fully going into the slot like it was supposed to. I must be running out of... I'm running out of juice. Oh yeah, they're tight. So they're basically, that one's out just a little bit further. That's interesting. Oh, there. See, that's how you release it. When it's in the oven, you got to put a screwdriver in there and push this down like that. Now they're both the same. And like I said earlier, these little cutouts right here, they have to go in the sheet metal. And those little grooves right there, they have to go in the sheet metal on the... Uh-oh. That one snapped back. I don't think that's good. I don't think that's good. Oh, the other one did too. I think I have to get them to. I have to get them to go into those two grooves. They have to go in here. Yeah, they couldn't make this any more difficult. Well, I got my other hinge for my oven in. We had a snowstorm and it was delayed. So what I found was that this one I thought was good, but looking at it again and testing it, it isn't. And you can see it's kind of, the track right there is worn down there on the end. See, it looks like it's gotten larger. It's worn in. See, the other side, look at that. It's worn right into the side. And they have grease on them. The new ones have grease in there. And I don't know how long the grease... maybe it's high temperature grease or something. I don't know how long it lasts. You know, this is on an oven. You know, I'm sure that door... Well, the outside of the door doesn't get really warm, but the inside where this is connected to, it does, I would imagine. So that may be something I'll check in a year or so, see if there's any grease in there, and find some high temperature grease to grease it with. And I don't remember how long ago it's been. It's probably been about maybe 10 years since this door actually started going bad. So it lasts about maybe 20 years, something like that, 20, 25 years. Because I'm pretty sure that the oven's, I think it's like about 50 years old. we had our kitchen remodeled, and I think that was the new range that we got. But let me show you something else too on this. These come with, see this right here? They come with this part, this latched into the opening. And I think what it does, it keeps it from, if you just open, if I put this in the vise and cock it, like, you know, it's like you cock it like a gun, the first thing I hit, it pops back into like it where it is now, and it's almost impossible to get it in the oven correctly. So let me show you something. See, just working this, it's like this is the trouble I was having getting the door open on the oven. It's not very easy to do. I put the light on the camera. See, that's the track that goes on. Maybe it just needs grease. You know? Maybe they should be taken out and greased every once in a while. And then if you look at the pin, watch the pin. See, it's, I mean, that pin has a lot of force that it's got to go through. I mean, maybe that's the secret to the longevity of these. Is just to go in and grease them every once in a while. Maybe if I grease this, it wouldn't be as difficult to use. See, it looks like it's worn there. Look at that. That whole area in there, it looks like it might be worn. So this whole spring has a mechanism, I think, that comes down. Now that's what pushes on this when you open it. There's like a roller or something. Yes, there's a roller there. And it could be it just needs grease. I'm going to put in a new one anyway. So this is one of the new ones. And you can see the grease I'm talking about that they put in there. So maybe that's the secret of longevity of these, is to find some high temperature grease, and every couple of years take the hinge off and re-grease it. See, I even have some grease on the end here. So I grease the whole thing. But here's the other thing. See, when you get these, don't mess with them. Because see how that's locked in the opening? So if you mess with it and pull that out, what happens is when you hit this part, you hit this part on something, it's cocked, but it will just pop back out again. So you have to have it, see how the heel of that's locked in the opening? So what you have to do is put this in a vise and pull it out again and then lock it. That's what I did. I was messing around with this and it unlocked it. So it's got to be locked like that. So I have to put the hinges back in. So that's a good one. That's a good one. And that's a bad one where the pin's actually broken. So I got to lift this up. See, both of them are see, they're cocked. See, it's in the opening. The heel of it's in the opening. So I got to lift this up. I should be wearing gloves. Some of the sheet metal can be really sharp. Okay, that's one. Here they are. Should be 6. One more. One of these I almost rounded off because I went in at an angle. I didn't get the right tool, so I'm going to make sure I put this one in an open spot. So if something goes wrong, I can get it out easier. Always allow plenty of time working on anything. Don't think, oh, I only got an hour to fix it. Unless you're in a situation that requires it to be fixed within an hour. So this is another good one. I guess these threads strip out. There's one there, and there he comes retap them, I guess, with something slightly larger. So hand tightening is the I think the whole thing is pretty much these hinges are badly designed. I guess nowadays people don't keep ovens for 40 years or so. They probably get a new one every 10 years just because they want a new one. There, that one's going in straight. It's just a little. And the other one's going in a little crooked. Okay, so now it's all ready to install. So we're going to go install this on the oven, and tonight I'm going to have a baked chicken. No more microwave stuff. Yeah, I was reading something about chicken, and back in the 30s and 40s, chicken was free range. The chickens were free range, and they said chickens cost more than steak back then. So chicken dinner was really something. See, you get it hooked in the frames. Then you got to slide these back. Then once you get it in there like that, then you flip these back like that. Oh, you know what I forgot to do? I forgot to put the end, oh my gosh. Well, you know what I can do? I forgot to put the cover screws in, but I can do that when I get the door. I have to take the bottom pan out, assembly out. But don't forget to put those in. So what we got to do is put these over. It's been over a week since I took this apart. I kind of forgot. Then these have to net locks them in place. Look at that. Wow, that is so nice. I used to have to with both. I can now do it with a finger. I can open and close it with one finger. I used to have to pull on this. See how, look at all the, it was like that on here, but I already cleaned it off. See how it's all the oven was leaking? So it wasn't efficient either. So now it's closing all the way. Wow, that is so nice. I had to tug on this to get it open. So that's a sign. If your oven door is really difficult to open, or it's starting to get, you're going to need hinges. So now I got to put the bottom. So what I got to do is I got to pull this out. Yeah, I know that. I'm not really. I need to clean all this stuff up one of these days. So what I can do is use my inspection mirror to find. Okay, there's one. Oh. So a lot of that stuff that fell down in here, that all came from when I cleaned the top of the oven range. All the stuff that was on there from it escaping. So I have to take everything out of this and clean it. Clean the oven real good. Where was that again? This would have been so much easier to do if I'd have done it when it was. Okay, there's one right there. Oh, I think this goes on the out. Yeah, that's what it does. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. This would have been so much easier to do if I did it when it was on the floor. Just hand tight. I've got to tighten it down though. And the other one is, there's the other one. Okay, there's another one in. Let me get a socket wrench, see what size these are before I put the last one in. They're 1/4. I have to do is clean the oven. It looks terrible. You don't realize how bad stuff gets. You know, every day it gets worse and worse a little bit. You know, it's like if you see it one day and then you see it like 2 or 3 months later, I had eggs this morning. I got to wash that. Then you see it you see it 2 months later, you realize how bad it's gotten. But day by day, it gets a little worse, and you don't ever notice. Okay. Gotta set the time on the oven too.